If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Hawaii's offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both got...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Under fire. On target over the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Spins away from the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man, it's Pena. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Butler. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A run for the quarterback. There he goes.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Great place to start for this offense. Snap it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Cuevas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Price. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Now on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. on the ground. It's Butler. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Hunt is on its way. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They start this third quarter after only being able to muster a field goal in the first half.
Yeah, and this offensive coordinator, he has been searching that entire first half to find something that might work. You can't be more anemic than they were in that first half, David. They're going to have to find the answers to the test here quickly.
And you had a whole half to do it, to talk about, to discuss. What are you seeing? How do we make some adjustments? This offense has got to find some answers, and they got to find them quick.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And now this offense will take the field again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. It's complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Warriors! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. If they've given up 5 sacks, they cannot keep their quarterback bright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Reads it, fires complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Butler. Powers through the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal coming up. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll keep it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
27, Texas A&M, 17.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it down the middle.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turning it on. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to throw again. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. That's caught. It's Pena. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Handoff from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing careful.
Touchdown, Aggies! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame.
Makes the grab on the left.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.